How's it going, guys? We're looking at the Bushmeister BA-X12 again. We're checking out the pistol grip and lever release that I will have available. This is going to be installation video as well as a close-up of the bits and pieces. So as you can see, still running standard stock, standard lever. We'll just scoot this on down. Now, start off with the pistol grip. As you can see here, nice pistol grip. You have sling points on both sides. A nice rubber butt pad as well. There will be a little bit of a gap in between here, although not very noticeable, but we'll have a look after I install it. And we're also having a look at the new lever. So this is the new lever. It's a two-piece design because it sits, let me just put this back up, so it'll sit in there just like that, allow you to push forwards like that. It needs to be two pieces due to the way that the shotgun is assembled, but we'll go through that in a minute. Now we're starting off with these mods, mainly because you need to strip the shotgun right down to be able to do this one. You would have already seen this in a previous video. If you haven't, there's another video on the fore-end shell holder. So let's get into this. I just need to move some things the other way because of the way we're set up. So first off, I know my gun's clear. We store our guns clear. I don't need to walk you through that shit. Unscrew the fore end. Simple. Yeah, the fore end slides off. So does the barrel. Put that aside as well. Nice and easy. Next up, what you want to do is I generally pull out the lever there, put that aside because you're dropping your whole assembly here. Find something to push your pin out. Now I've done this that many times that mine's probably looser than it should be. No, never mind. There we go. Don't lose that. Put that aside, that out. Trigger comes out, easy. Put that aside somewhere too. Now that that's out, carry can come out too. And easy. Alright, flip around. So now as you can see, we've basically got a stock on the frame there. You're going to have a Phillips head up there. And unscrew and unscrew and unscrew. And once you get that Phillips head out, put that aside if you want to as well. The rubber's now got to turn off. And down the guts there. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to focus as best as possible. You've got hex nut down there. It'll be a 13mm. And unscrew that. You're going to want to hang on to this shit above the front. A little bit to go. I need to move this shit. Cool. Ah, shit. Alright, put the stock aside. Now you've got that sitting there. That came out of the stock. Washer. And there should be a nut that fell. There we go. Your 30mm. You're going to need them for the new stock. Easy. Alright, now the fun part is removing your lever release. Now the reason why we had to take off the stock as well was, sorry, this is going to be a little bit difficult. As you can see, there is a grub screw right there. Underneath that grub screw is a long spring and a little detent that helps lock this in. So you can see this is still under pressure. That needs to come out. Be very careful because that shit will fly. It's an Allen key as well. Mine's still loose because I had to take everything off just to make this video. So unscrew that there. As I said, be very careful because this shit will fly, and I don't know if you can buy another one separately. Chances are you will be able to. So that's your grub screw, that's your spring. There we go. And that's your detent. So, boom, boom, boom. There you go. One spring, one detent, one grub screw. Don't lose that either. Now that that's out, inside here, you'll see there is another screw, an Allen key screw that holds your lever on. That's now nice and loose. It's fun. So it's going to be tight. Yours will be. Mine won't be because, well, I've already had this apart. And probably too many times to count. So it is a long process. So I'm trying to use the camera light to see what I'm doing because I really can't see what I'm doing. This is probably the longest process to take it out because you haven't got much room to do a full turn, so you've got lots of little turns to do. You haven't got much height in between there either, so but once you do it, you only got to do this once. And then once this comes out, we'll have another look at it and its bolt. Really needs some more light in here so I can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, now's a good time to give everything a nice big clean. While you're in there, I think I've mentioned previously in another video, this still has not been fired. Okay. So now that that's out, you'll see that this is another screw. What you want to do, they do come loose, so just tighten her up with a flathead there. Sorry, I've got parts everywhere now. I don't think I've got a big enough flathead to do this. That'll do. That's the screw that's hiding in there. Hey! And that's your lever that's in there. So as we saw a minute ago, our new lever is set up slightly differently. Just like that, it will use a second piece. Now the whole, as you saw during the disassembly, the trigger guard has to come out, which is why this is a two-piece setup. Now it's just doing everything in reverse. And that's, as I said, this is going to be the hardest part out of the whole thing, but you should only have to do this once. Just slot her in, make sure she's nice. Use the right Allen key, hey? Yeah. And then it's just a matter of tightening it up. A little bit of Loctite couldn't go astray, just your medium strength Locko, the blue one. You don't want permanent strength because you're going to want to disassemble this at some stage in its life to give it all clean anyway. But as you can see, I'm not doing Loctite, mainly because it's going to be torn down yet again and redone properly because I haven't got any Loctite on hand. I don't know where the hell I put it, I couldn't find it. It'll do. So now you've got the new lever sitting in there. Now we've got to put in that detent, spring and grub screw. This, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but where's the camera lens? You have a rounded end and a flat end. Obviously the rounded end goes in first, flat end goes up against the screw, the detent I should say. Now that the spring's in there, you're going to want to put your grub screw back in. Be very careful at this step because it can still fly off. As you can see, I've done this enough times that I've worked out a system of how to do it by pushing and turning and all that lovely jazz. Once again, probably couldn't hurt to have a bit of Loctite, in saying that your stock is going to be pushing up against it too. So it shouldn't come undone. Shouldn't, doesn't mean it wouldn't. And boom, done. Now that that's done, where should we go next? Let's just assemble it all over again. So, you're going to want carrier in there, just like that. Where did I put the trigger guard? Where did I... Oh, losing shit left, right and centre. It's right there in front of me. That's just going to drop in there. Just give it a shake with the right way up so everything's nice and seated in there. Then I have our pin to go back in there. Boom. Now that's back in there. You can put your fore end and your barrel back in as well. Just like that. That's that back in. Put your lever back in. Now at this stage we can put our other half. So we've got a little 2.5mm grub screw here. Not grub screw, sorry, counter string screw that comes with your lever kit. Goes in from the front there. So slot that in. Try and center this stuff for you guys. Just slot that in just there like that. And once again, just get it in there. It's just in a bad spot for me to do it on this angle. Normally I've got the barrel facing down, everything balancing. I will be changing these screws before I offer these, before I send them out I should say. I got them just a little too short. Easy fix. So that is your new lever, and to activate it all you do is you push forwards. So if you're right-handed you push there, and you roll it over. As you can see it pops all the way through. If you're a lefty you can push there. Nice and easy. I'll get some more close-ups on it in a second. Now we've got that there. The stock is super simple. Down the guts there you'll see a retainer down there. Everything just slots on in. Now you just got to get it marked up there properly. Our washer and nylon nut goes on the end, just like so. Well, you can't see what I'm doing, but you will. You've got to do the whole feeling, tongue out sort of bullshit when you can't see what you're doing sometimes. That's on there. Now the only thing I won't show you is how to attach, well I won't be attaching the buttstock on there properly, because all this has got to come apart again. And I don't really want to damage or scratch up the rubber all that many times, because this is coming apart and back together quite a few times. But I will show you how to do it anyway. Alright, that's nice and snug now. Next, normally you would put your buttstock on, and the two screws that are provided, they get slipped through those little holes. The screws are obviously bigger than those holes, and I don't want to take it in and out and flog out that plastic thread prematurely, because as I said I'm taking it on and off constantly. But that is essentially how you install these things. Okay, now fitment wise of this stock. So I'm trying to work around the tripod. It is exceptionally close. You still got your trigger guard. You know that gap I was mentioning earlier? That's it there. There's a little bit of a gap in there. Everything else is closed up pretty well. You can still do your safety, no dramas. And that's your stock fitted. Now, this is the lever on the left hand side. And on the right hand side. So if you're a righty like me, it's just boom, like that. I'm going to try and do this left-handed. Lefty. So that's what I like about this. It makes it very ambidextrous. Jeez, I struggled a bit there. On the grip as well, nice rubber around the hand grip there. Rest is plastic. These are plastic sling mounts. Reefing on them could potentially break them if it's caught on something like that. Once you actually have the stock, actually I might be able to push this one out. So they just lock in a tab there, and then you've got normally 2 tabs here. This is the prototype one. So you've got 2 tabs that lock it into the plastic just here. Actually, I can show you how it all butts up underneath there now. So as you can see the washer, the hex head there, and that's your stock locator, and there's your spring tube. So it's just a matter of being nice to your products. Looking after them, you won't have an issue. There we go. And then we're going to go out to the range and shoot this to show you it all in action.